So reality hits now, and here it is. So Brock Lesnar is back. And there's a lot of people that, including myself, who kind of enjoy it. Finally, there's new material for WWE. Finally, we get to see what's going to happen. But there's a lot of people who do not think that it's a wise idea. When I saw Brock Lesnar come back at the end of Raw, I thought, okay, so we just had The Rock for a couple months, and then we had WrestleMania. So two things came to mind. Either they're going to have Rock and Brock 2 at SummerSlam, 10 years in the making because of the last match they had at SummerSlam. Or because Brock Lesnar F5 John Cena, they're going to have a Brock and Cena feud, a Brock and John feud. So there's a lot of guessing going on. So I can't wait to see what happens. I know that the last time that everyone saw Brock Lesnar in a WWE ring, it was WrestleMania 20, and he flipped off the audience. I heard a lot of talk that Brock is an asshole, especially when he was in UFC, but I also heard a lot of talk that he's probably a nice guy. Regardless, he's back. He was sick for a while, so we'll see how that goes. So Smackdown happened last night. We had John Laurinaitis come out, the guy who's now both general manager of Raw and Smackdown. Had Teddy Long come out, and basically Johnny offered him a job, and he turned it down. So very interesting. I mean, I figured that would happen. David Otunga and Mark Henry defeated R-Truth in a handicap match. Obviously, that was going to happen because, I mean, Mark Henry is in a match with somebody that he can destroy. And so that obviously was a squash match. Then Randy Orton and Kane in a no disqualification match. Now, I know I'm not the only one when I say that. I am not a Randy Orton fan, but the fact is, okay, he got one over now. He got one over on Kane now, and Kane got one over on Randy Orton at WrestleMania. Interesting. Okay, so that was a good match, and I do like street fights as much as I do Hell in a Cell. Then Ryback makes his Smackdown debut and takes on local guy, basically demolishes him. Guess Ryback was on NXT. Not a huge fan of that. I don't watch it very often. I have seen a few an episode, but I keep forgetting that it's on. So then the thing that I caught was Daniel Bryan coming to the ring and making the classic heel move, saying that the fans are morons, and the reason that he lost the belt at WrestleMania was because of AJ, and then told AJ to get out of his ring. A very good move, in my opinion. If you're going to be heel, that's a really good way to go, and a really jerk off move. And plus AJ's fucking hot, so. And then Intercontinental Champion Big Show came out and basically destroyed Heath Slater. Big Show as the Intercontinental Champion, you know, there's a lot of mixed feelings about that. I mean, he just drags the belt with him to the ring and, you know, have the thing over your shoulder at least. But we'll see what happens in our Extreme Rules. I'm hoping that if there's going to be a match, it should be Cody Rhodes, Big Show, and Ted DiBiase Jr. I at least think that would be a really good way to go. Especially, why not put the belt on Ted and see what happens? And Nikki Bella took on Beth Phoenix, or beat Beth Phoenix, I should say. And then Alberto Del Rio came out. He came out in the beginning and basically made his in-ring return, and then got girl kicked by Sheamus. So there was a disqualification for the main event. So I'm not sure if they're gonna have Alberto take on Sheamus next week. Maybe they will. I'm actually hoping for Extreme Rules. That would be pretty cool. But I do know that, you know, that may not happen. I don't know. Was SmackDown better than Raw? Not really. I mean, Raw was just full of surprises, so SmackDown was kind of like, okay, let's bring it down for a bit. But I can't wait to see what happens next week, as much as Raw, too. And yeah, Brock Lesnar returning was awesome in my last video. You know, I mentioned that. So anyways, talk to you later.